The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. So the Nets starting five. They've got Joe Harris. Griffin is out there with Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Brown in at the shooting guard. And for Los Angeles, Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the three. Pass to George. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And Harris wide open. He shoots a three-pointer off the mark. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Poke loose and is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. On defense, Brooklyn. Beverley wide open. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
I like watching Beverley catching the defense by surprise. They're excellent at pulling up after the pass.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Brown drives in, and Jordan has it in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Brown, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Beverley. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. He was all alone on that one.
Love the unselfishness of Beverley. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. To the middle. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
The pass to Leonard. Brown against George. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Terrific screen that time by Nicholas Batum.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Irving kicks to Brown. Back to Irving. And here's Harris from the arc. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
Now, here's Beverley. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Beverley. He dishes it to Batum. Leonard against Irving. Kawhi Leonard again. Leonard's got 6.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Now here's Jordan. Irving for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. And Ibaka kicks to Beverley. And he uses the glass on the layup. Beverley's got his second bucket.
Yeah, you can't leave a lane to the basket available for Beverley, because if you do, he jumps on it quickly.
Irving against Beverley. Fires for 3, and that's good. Kyrie Irving for 3.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's George. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Brown, right side. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
And here's Leonard from 3. Batum passes to Leonard. Leonard on the wing. Three-pointer. That shot missing. And Brooklyn will come the other way. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
And they pick up 2.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
LA's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Moving against Beverly. From deep three-point range. They get it back. Second chance shot. Ibaka. Good D by Jordan.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And the basket by Harris.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Now George. To the paint. Shot to stop the run.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Nets lead by 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Green. He's out there with Durant. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity. And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
6 to shoot. Jackson dishes to Morris. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Three-pointer. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Boy, being able to score from any place on the court makes Durant a space creator for his team. I mean, it's not just inside, it's not just threes, it's that mid-range game too.
And here's Jackson, passes to Kennard. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Harden the pass to KD. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Claxton the pass to Harden. Dishes it to Durant. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Man passes to Zubac. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. 1:21 left now here in the second. Harden with it. The dish to Durant. From deep. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Jackson against Harden. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Buries the long-range jumper. Kennard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Durant. Jackson against Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Now here's Jackson. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half. Kennard for 3. The rebound by Harden. Tipped away. Stolen by Zubac. Now the pass to Kennard. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is the story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 8 points. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. George against Brown. And George, here we go. And Ibaka slams it in.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
Here's Irving. 5 points in the game. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got 7 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Leonard over Harris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game, but as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Beverly against Irving. Basket, good. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, good luck trying to keep Irving down. I mean, he's more than happy to take the contact and finish right through it.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
For the lead,
the nastiness, the edge that's nasty, the ferocity that Beverly plays with, really admirable.
and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, we're just saying that because it's true.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Beverly for 3, knocks down the 3 ball. Beverly's got 8.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Irving against Beverly. Irving drives in. They grab their own miss. Out to Harris. Outside Griffin. Beverly against Irving. Second shot opportunity. It's stolen by Ibaka. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And in Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
From deep three-point range, Harris misses. Clippers leading by 6. And Leonard has it in the corner. Pass to Beverly from the arc. And another 3 for the Clippers.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Brown inside, defended by George. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Beverly for 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Nets trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 14-6 run. It's good from long range. George has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Irving against Beverly. Now, here is Irving. Not a lot of room. Bucket is good.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now Beverly. 11 points in the game. Outside, George. Clock at 6. Passes it to Leonard. Fires from deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Oh, Griffin in position. It's stolen by Ibaka. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. Back right after this. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And here is Los Angeles now. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Harden. Durant is out there with Green. And it's Dinwiddie in at the two-guard spot. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Jackson passes to Kennard. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. Here's Jackson. Pass to man. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Kennard against KD.
You know, you think back to his Achilles in the 2019 finals, that injury. Great to see Durant back in action. He's one of the best scorers ever. In my book, top 5 for sure.
Jackson looking around. He feeds it to Morris. Stolen by Harden. And they're on the break. Now here's Durant. He's tightly guarded. And the rejection by Zubac. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Harden with the drive. He doesn't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Kennard with the ball. Defended by Dinwiddie. Morris with the bucket.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Nets trail by 8. Harden draws the double. Dinwiddie kicks to Harden. Feeds it to Green. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Morris outside. The pass to Jackson. From deep. And it's KD with the rebound. And KD's got the ball here for Brooklyn. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Harden. And he makes good on the layup.
You always got to track Harden, an elusive player who knows how to get it done inside.
Los Angeles leading by 6. And here's Jackson. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. And the Clippers lead by 9. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Harden with it. And Harden with the stop.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Outside Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Shot clock at 6. Jackson misses.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Harden.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Now here's Jackson. Passes it to Kennard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Charity stripe shot. Again, the miss by Jackson.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Reggie Jackson. Dinwiddie outside. KD on the wing. Pass to Claxton. Good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Leonard. From deep. Nails the triple.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
It's Durant on the wing. It's off. So the Clippers with the win. It was a... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to... Batuma's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. George against DiVincenzo. Pass to Middleton. The 3. That shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. George from deep three-point land. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
He's been doing this a long time. George can hurt you from outside, inside, and everywhere in between.
DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. There's the lob to Jackson. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
And Batum kicks to Leonard. Off target from three-point range.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
The wide open look here for Holiday. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That breaks their string of misses. Now 1 for 5. You can feel their sense of relief.
Pass to Leonard. Ibaka outside. Launches a 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. Pull-up jumper. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
Pass to Giannis. Stolen by Jackson. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up over Middleton. And that one hits back iron.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Giannis left side. Back to Middleton. Lopez right side. Over Ibaka. Lopez, no luck. Clippers leading by 3. George with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Holiday against Jackson. Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. High post shot, and he comes up with the deuce.
If you can't get Leonard a look inside, this is the next best thing. Terrific touch from mid-range.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Here's Holiday, and he banks in the layup.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
There's a minute left to play in the first quarter. Leonard kicks to George. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Lopez. He kicks to Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Giannis.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Kennard for 3. Hands it from downtown. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead, leading by just 1. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. And there's Teague, and it's Nora in at the small forward. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here's Tucker, back to Portis. Crafty move. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
This is the shot you want, right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Kennard for three. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Teague, the pass to Nora. Off target with his 3.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
There's the pass to Mann. Morris with the ball. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. 6 on the shot clock. Kennard kicks to Morris. No good on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now Beverly still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Kennard with the ball. Shot from 12. Morris, no good.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
A nice shot by Teague.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
Beverly against Teague. Now here's Beverly. He's covered closely. Kennard for 3. No good. The Bucks go the other way with it. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Inside, Tucker. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Clippers in the lead. Now here's Kennard. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. Tucker, the pass to Portis. Back to Tucker. Here's Nora. Pulls up on the elbow. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Kennard. There's 1:17 left in the first half. And the dunk by Zubac.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor. Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
Teague, the pass to Nora. 6 to shoot. Portis kicks it to Tucker. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And here's Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Zubac, nice persistence to tip it back up and in.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Out left to the wing. Here's Nora. Back to Teague, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. To the inside, it's stolen by Kumbo. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Reggie Jackson.
When Holiday's feeling good, he causes plenty of these. Able to power through contact and finish.
The Clippers again turning it over.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. Okay, David, much appreciated, and now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everyone. And Shaq, you bestowed your Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's all for now.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. The Clippers trail. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Reggie Jackson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. And it's Ibaka. And it's George in at the two-guard spot.
Great rhythm on the catch and shoot. Kawhi showing us what's good.
Now Holiday. Middleton on the wing. Over Leonard. Kicks it down to Middleton. Just 5 on the clock. Off target from outside. The Clippers shooting around 40% from the floor here. Down low. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Bucks trail by 4. Holiday surveying the floor. Lets the 3 fly. He's off on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Lob pass to George. Batum dishes to Jackson. Leonard with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. George passes to Batum. The baseline J off the mark. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Giannis on the follow.
That was the first make of the half. 1 for 4 now. Let's see if that gets them going.
Now here is George. He's got 5. Ibaka outside. The shot by George wide open. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. George has got 7 points in the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The 3 for DiVincenzo. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
George passes to Leonard. Outside Jackson. 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. Here's Ibaka shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I love how Ibaka's developed this little pump fake. If you're the defense, you can't overreact against him.
The free throw drops from Ibaka. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh,
We've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Leonard looking around. Jackson passes to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. Here's Leonard. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Milwaukee now.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Jackson against Holiday. Out to Ibaka, beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Bucks trail by 6. Middleton the pass to Giannis. They get the rebound, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And here's George. 7 points in the game. Pass to Leonard. Back to George. Passes it to Jackson. Leonard kicks to George. But they'll get another chance. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nobody near Leonard. And it's off from three-point range. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. From deep onto the Kumbo. Can't hit that one. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Clippers lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. P.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then there's Teague, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Portis can't get it to go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Morris, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Kennard for 3. Hits it from three-point range. And the Clippers lead by 7.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Tucker the pass to Portis. Back to Tucker. The Bucks working the ball around. And there's the pass to Nwora. 4 on the clock. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Beverly against Teague. Here's Beverly. From deep. And no good that time. Bucks trail by 4. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Portis in the post. Zubac's defending. Portis can't get it to go. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Mann passes to Beverly. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Just 6'1", but not many players more physical than Patrick Beverly.
Destin Worrell. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Teague can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 6. Pass to Beverly. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Out to Morris. Here's the 3. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Or the Clippers. Outside Holiday. And again, the Bucks miss. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Jackson passes to Leonard. Ibaka outside. Kicks to George. From deep three-point range. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
LA's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Jackson. Outside Leonard. Back to Jackson. Out to Ibaka. The 3. Doesn't go that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way.
This has reached desperation time for them.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on. Incredible Holiday, a determined player, a competitive player, takes over when it counts.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The feed to Ibaka. Right side, Batum. Jackson dishes to George. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And that one goes long. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Ibaka outside. On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Holiday. And here's George for 3. The Clippers keep it alive. Ibaka finds George. Leonard, that's for 2. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, they've got Harris. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Harden, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. Now here is Holiday. Floats it up for Giannis. It's stolen by Green. Now Harden on the wing. Harris offline with his 3.
Last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Dinwiddie passes to Harden. For the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Middleton finds Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
That is a vicious dunk from Holiday there. When you give him room to run, he can take off just like that.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Harden. Over Holiday. Harden's shot is good.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. Over Holiday. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position. An effective scorer in that area.
Now here is Holiday. Loads it up for Giannis.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Harden dishes to Harris. Back to Harden. Kicks it to Harris. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Dinwiddie passes to Green. And the rejection by Giannis. A nice shot by Harris.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Holiday. Outside, out of the Kumbo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Harden the pass to Dinwiddie. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Lock at 6. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Here's Jordan. No good on that one. Good D by Lopez. Bucks leading by 3. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Middleton. Giannis left side. That one rolling around and rims out.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Jordan finds Harris. Back to Jordan. And here's Green outside. Doesn't go for him. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Holiday, no one around him. Connects from three-point range. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
DiVincenzo against Dinwiddie. Lopez with the steal. And up the court come the Bucks on the break.
Antetokounmpo going to work now. These types of shots are pretty much in his range.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Dinwiddie against Holiday. Back to Dinwiddie. This is to Green. Over Giannis. Holiday against Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Giannis right side.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bucks lead by 8. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, playing off the ball is something that I'm comfortable doing. Like
giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague. And it's Nora in at the small forward. Milwaukee leading by 8. Takes a shot at the elbow. And again, it's Milwaukee converting. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Here's Nora, guarded by KD. It's deflected. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Bobbed up there for Durant.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Teague deciding where to go with it. In a wide open look for Portis. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Irving with the bounce pass. Durant finds Irving. Jeff Teague with the rebound. Milwaukee leading by 8. Pass to Forbes. Bucks passing it around. Fires from 14. Tucker can't get it to go. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that.
No.
Wow, he was up there, Kevin. And using all of his 7'5" wingspan, Durant turns backwards.
Teague with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Here is Forbes. No points in the game yet for him. Shoots over Brown. Forbes can't get it to go.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
KD passes to Claxton. Left side, KD. And the shot falls short this time. The Bucks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And Tucker kicks to Teague. Back to Tucker. And the pass to Forbes. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. There's the lob to Brown. That one's not going to go.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Irving passes to Durant. There's 1:17 left in the first half of the game. Good on the bucket. KD's got 6 points.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Passes it to Forbes. Back to Teague. Makes it off the glass. Teague's got his first points of the game.
No hesitation from Teague. Saw a seam and took it, finding a way to nail the shot.
Irving against Teague. And the shot is good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Irving against Teague. Pass to Portis.
I got him.
8 feet away. And another basket for Milwaukee. Irving with it. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Outside, KD. Back to Irving. Oh, Griffin in position.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Here is Forbes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. From deep. He can't get it to go. And a close game so far through the first. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 8 points. And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Griffin is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. And Giannis throws it down.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is anytime that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Irving passes to Griffin. Shakes him. Irving against Holiday. No good from Irving. Milwaukee leading by 4 from 12 feet out. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Holiday's got 7 points in the game. And for the Nets, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Brown feeling it out a bit. Irving passes to KD. Over Middleton. Pass to Brown. In the corner, Irving with it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Kicks it down to Middleton. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Nets trail by 6. It's deflected. And that one's good. Griffin.
You have to do better than that. Griffin is a pro at muscling in those difficult shots.
Irving against Holiday. Middleton on the wing. Fires the 3. That one doesn't go. And so Brown will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Irving with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively.
Yeah, check out the hops on Blake Griffin. Just one of those lethal alley-oop threats in the NBA.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. He feeds it to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Irving against Holiday. Irving double team. The Nets working the ball around now. Fast break. Here we go. Here's DiVincenzo. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Holiday against Harden. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. No good on the 3. Bucks leading by 7. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. And again, the Bucks miss. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And Middleton with the block.
Well, the long arms of Middleton getting up there on defense and throwing that one away.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Holiday with the 3. And again, the Bucks miss. The Nets shooting approximately 43% in the third quarter. Here's Harden. Dinwiddie. Here's the feed to Harden. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Harden's got 10 points in the game.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
On the wing, Holiday. Guarded by Harden.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Harden. Here's Jordan. Up and in from the low block.
Well, the sheer size of DeAndre Jordan is such a big benefit. It makes him an effective finisher on the inside.
Harden against Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. He kicks it to Lopez. Over Jordan. Misses there.
The coaching staff likes DeAndre Jordan defensively to call out.
The third quarter comes to a close. Bucks lead by 5. And we'll be back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Portis. Teague out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Nora in at the 3-slot. Dinwiddie attacking. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Milwaukee in the lead. Outside Teague. Portis kicks to Teague. It's good.
Well, at 6'2" and 182, Jeff Teague really had to use all the strength in his body to get that shot off, despite getting hit.
Harden scanning the floor. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Outside Jordan. Banked in off the glass.
Not allowing the defense to cover him or alter his shot there was DeAndre Jordan getting to the rim.
The pass to Forbes. And that one, good. And the Bucks lead by 4. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Harden against Teague. To the paint. Harden the pass to Jordan. Count that bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Teague's got the ball here for the Bucks. They've led by as much as 10. Kicks to Forbes. Back to Teague. And the rejection by Harden. Right wing. Dinwiddie wide open. That one a little long. Bucks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Tucker dishes to Teague. Over Harris. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Tucker the pass to Nora. Dinwiddie with the steal. One-on-one here. And Harden with the stop.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Outside Teague. Passes to Tucker. Here's Nora. Back to Tucker. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
The Nets have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Obs it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Now, DeAndre Jordan has seen these moments before. Not usually the guy called upon, but, man, delivering in a big spot.
Teague for 3. Trains the three-pointer. And the Bucks lead by 1.
And you got to respect the confidence by Jeff Teague to take and make the big bucket.
Harden outside. He lines it up, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, that's where they look to him most. DeAndre Jordan with arms that go on for days. Just toss that ball anywhere, and he knows what to do with it.
Teague dishes to Tucker. Outside Portis. Shoots the 3. Forbes can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
The defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
T kicks to Forbes. Good! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. A different look for Milwaukee. Irving attacking. It's tipped. Stolen by Middleton. To the middle. Money!
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Middleton against Durant. Goes up the baseline. Got it!
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. It falls!
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And here is Durant. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. The shooting guard position. And for Brooklyn, we've got Harden. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then there's Harris. And it's Irving at the shooting guard. Jackson against Harden. Inside, Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Leonard's got the first points up on the board here for the Clippers. Now, here is Harden. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it. And, you know, that's one of George's go-to shots. He's a three-point shooter who spaces the floor well.
Outside Durant. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Up again. Batum grabs the miss. And here are the Clippers. It's a three-point game. And it's George missing. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Harden has a wide open look. Good on the triple.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off. Timing his release beautifully off the pass. Nice stuff.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And, you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Here's Irving. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Shot clock at 5. Griffin passes to KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Now here's Jackson. Kicks it to Leonard. Jackson with it. The 10-footer. Again, the Clippers.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Irving against Jackson. Here's Harden on the wing. Right side, Griffin. It's not going to go for him. Ibaka with some nice D. Clippers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. The 3 from George. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 6.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing. Playing really efficient basketball.
Passes it to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
Nobody near Leonard. It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Now, here's Irving. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Harris passes to Griffin. Durant dishes to Griffin. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
Irving passes to KD. Here's Griffin. The shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. A 3 from Leonard. It's hauled in by Harris.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Harden left side. He feeds it to KD. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. He's got 8.
And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
And here's Jackson. Dishes to Leonard. Over Harris. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of an NBA season.
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Kennard is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Mann in at the 3. Kennard's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Brown. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Taking 2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Los Angeles leading by 3. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Great positioning on the putback.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Morris, no good. To the paint. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Brown.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Beverly, the pass to Zubats. Back to Beverly. Now, Kennard. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Dinwiddie dishes to Brown. Lays it up off the glass. Brown's got 6 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here's Beverly. Kennard kicks to Morris. Again, Los Angeles.
The polished mid-range game of Morris. Some of his best shots come from about that 12 to 20-foot range.
Here's Luwawu. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Now, here's Beverly. And there's the pass to Kennard. Here's Luwawu. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Beverly. Pass to man. 4 on the shot clock. No good from outside. Brooklyn trailing, and they're moving it up. Here's Claxton. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
1:10 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Kennard. Dinwiddie with the steal. The Nets have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Claxton the pass to Jordan. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Outside Durant. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Jackson passes to Batum. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harden dishes to Durant. Back to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Passes to KD. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were in a 7-point hole at one stage, but it never got bigger. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Nets. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Griffin in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Now here's Durant. He's got 10. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. George with no one around. And a little luck that time, but it drops. George has got 8 points.
And George is so smart, so crafty on the dribble. He's just got an excellent way of controlling the ball and his body as he's dribbling.
Here is Harden. To the middle. Here's Griffin. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Now the Clippers moving it up. George with the ball.
I tell you, George is an amazing athlete. He's got great speed, and when he's in the open court running the break, that's a scary look for the defense.
Now here's Irving. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's George. He's got 10. From deep three-point range. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Nets go the other way with it.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half. Now, this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders. And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Now here's Harden to the right side. Here's Griffin. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
Here's Jackson. He dishes it to Batum. Nice D from Durant. Nets trailed by 3. The kick out to Irving. It's good. This game is all even. Irving's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Clippers have gone 4-6 from the field since the start of the third. George against Irving, and there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. The Clippers shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
1:46 left in the third quarter. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Harris. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 3. Irving looking over the floor. Now Harden. 6 to shoot. Plays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 5 now.
I I really appreciate how Harden handles contact, staying in control of his body, and tremendous balance.
Harden against Jackson. The feed to Batum. A shot missing. Good work defensively by KD. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Irving passes to Durant. Back to Irving. Oh, Griffin in position, and they take the lead. Griffin's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nets.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
26 seconds left in the third. And that one's good. Beverly. Guys, we're not through 3/4 of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Now, here is Harden. He has 5. Pass to Griffin. No good with the layup. Good if it goes. And that one released in time, but no good. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Clippers lead. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, Patrick Beverly out there with Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's man in at the 3 spot. Oh, Dinwiddie in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Now here's Beverly. Up and in on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Here's Dinwiddie. And the layup's good off the glass. Dinwiddie's got the lead. Back up to 1 now for the Nets. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now here's Beverly. The pass to Kennard. Back to Beverly. And the wide open shot from Morris. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Brown against Kennard. Brown. It's good on the putback.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Beverly. A 3 ball. Kennard's shot is off. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Beverly. Pass to Kennard. Morris right side. Passes it to Zubac. His first shot coming late. It's hauled in by Brown. Nets leading by 3. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Now here's Griffin. Back to Irving over Jackson. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Griffin. Irving's got the lead up to 5 now for Brooklyn. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Leonard finds Ibaka. Durant with it. Pass to Harden. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Hey, Harden is seeking contact. He is hunting bodies when he drives. He's so good at just getting his body into the path of the defense. Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
The pass to Jackson. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Nets leading by 7. Harris outside. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
George throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, it's really hard to distract Paul George when he goes into a shot. I mean, even though the defense is there and made the obvious foul, doesn't seem to bother him.
1:04 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Harden. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And the Nets lead by 9.
And Harden right there demonstrating why he's a top-tier scorer. Gets these long shots off quickly.
Here's George, and then jammed down as it goes right over Blake Griffin.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here is Harden. From deep three-point range. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. 18 feet out. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. The busy freeways of Los Angeles. And nothing.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And for the Clippers, Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Jackson in at the point. Now, here's George. Indoors tonight, two experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now here's Giannis. Shoots from 12. Batum grabs the miss. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Leonard the pass to George. Misses the 3. Here's Milwaukee now. A shot by Middleton, wide open. Oh, good with the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far.
Allowed Paul George loose in fast break situations. He's an absolute force in the open floor.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Jackson with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Right side, George. Back to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock from outside the arc. That's good for George on the assist from Jackson. George has got 5 now.
Consistent shooter from outside the arc. Paul George is terrific at finding space when he needs to get a shot off.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Looking to end the run. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
George, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Kept alive. Middleton. A shot off that time.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Bucks trail by 5. This one for 3. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. To the inside. Here's Giannis. The wide open look here for Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
You simply have to remember that Brook Lopez can stroke the jumper. This guy on catch and shoot is terrific.
George against DiVincenzo. Outside, George. Jackson kicks to Leonard. Over Middleton. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
What a smooth-looking release from Kawhi Leonard. Doing work in the mid-range. That is his comfort zone.
Jackson against Holiday. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first. From deep. That one no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And here's George. He's got 5. Pass to Leonard. Over Holiday. Ibaka. And Ibaka is right there.
We know this about Serge Ibaka. This guy is a strong presence on the offensive glass. If you don't check him out, you're going to get hurt.
Holiday against Jackson. Holiday gets the bucket.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. And the pass to Leonard. Lob pass to George. Stolen by Middleton. Batum against Giannis. Here's Lopez. Whistle blows. Basket is good. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
They've got Morris. Kennard is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's man and it's small forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Holiday in for T. And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Rebounded by Tucker.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Pass to Nwora. From deep. A three-pointer is right on target. Nwora's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Bucks. Here now the Clippers. Beverly with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kennard. Here's Zubac. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Wait, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Beverly, the pass to Kennard. On the wing, Morris. Back to Kennard. Shoots. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Down low, stolen by Zubac. To the paint, here's Mann. Nice move, and it's good on the layup. Mann's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Holiday against Beverly. Holiday looking for an opening. And another three for Milwaukee.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
1:52 left to play here in the half. Beverly finds Morris. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
No, it's just Patrick Beverly, despite the lack of size, competing on the glass and getting the putback.
Outside Portis. Back to Holiday. To the wing right side. Forbes dishes to Tucker. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
We've got 1:08 left in the first half of basketball. Back to Beverly. Out to Morris. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Shoots over Tucker. Offensive rebound. Zubac the pass to Morris. And too long on the shot. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
34 seconds left here in the second. Nwora, the pass to Tucker, and another basket for Milwaukee.
That's a really good job by Tucker reading the defense, just carving out some space from mid-range.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Morris inside, guarded by Tucker, and Kennard wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer, no good. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And Forbes kicks to Holiday. Over Beverly. No good on the last second attempt there.
Well, what a...
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is and he might not get all the attention, but you talk about smooth scoring. Thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Teague out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Leonard against Middleton.
Well, you're working the two-man game with Kawhi Leonard as your primary target. That's the first guy you need to stop.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Outside Teague. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Well, Jeff Teague knows how to get by and find teammates. That's pretty right there.
DiVincenzo against George. Leonard the pass to George. And George with the stuff.
This is how athletic Paul George is, an absolute monster around the rim.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually he found his stride and The rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Leonard draws the double, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Milwaukee has possession. Bucks leading by 7. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Now here's Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Passes it to Leonard. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Teague feeling it out a bit. Leonard with the steal. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Now the feed to George. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's just a 3-point Bucks lead.
Well, Paul George routinely making these difficult shots look easy. He's showing how dominant he truly is.
Here's Teague. And he lays it straight in. Teague's got his first bucket in this one.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
George against DiVincenzo. Lobs it up for Ibaka and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lopez dishes to Middleton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Leonard gets it to go.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Teague with a clean look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Beverly, the pass to Mann for the lead. He can't get that one to fall.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Here's Kennard. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He finishes with... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Marcus Morris is out there with the Vitsa Zubats. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. To the middle. And a wide open look for Portis. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Now Beverly. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Drew Holiday is checked in for the Bucks. Pass to Forbes. Feeds to Tucker. And here's Holiday. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Forbes. Morris with the rebound. The Clippers trail. Now the Clippers moving it up. Kennard for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
And Forbes kicks to Holiday. Over Beverly. Portis finds Holiday. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Here's Forbes. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Just deadly from mid-range. He's got such a great feel for that shot.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Kennard on the wing. Beverly, the pass to man. Kennard with the ball. Latrey. The rebound by Holiday.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Tucker, the pass to Forbes. Back to Tucker. Shoots from the elbow. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively. He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Back to Leonard. That one is good again. He sits straight from the floor with the basket.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Here's Middleton over Leonard. It's a hand on it. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. And George kicks to Leonard. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Takes the 3. Sinks the triple. DiVincenzo's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's DiVincenzo. And there's the lay-in. And the Bucks lead by 2.
And you might not have expected him to go for the steal there, but boy, oh boy, did that ever work out.
There's the pass to Jackson. Outside, George. Pass to Leonard. From deep three-point range. He can't hit that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Jackson against Holiday. Giannis with it. 6 to shoot. Back to Holiday. Lets it go from deep. Here's Antetokounmpo. Middleton against Leonard. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And really, from second-round pick to all-star, Middleton's story inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on him.
Right side, Batum. And the Clippers miss again. And so it's the Bucks who come out. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. David.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Now, here is Harden. KD with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Outside for Durant. Jacks up a 3, and the 3 ball is good.
You know, when Durant gets a look from that distance, he's letting it fly.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Now, here's Durant. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Now the pass to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Drew Holiday. Now here's Giannis. Outside Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. The offensive rebound. Pass to DiVincenzo. Second chance effort, and it's good on the way in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Harden. Kicks it to Irving. Knocks down the step back J.
Well, you've got to be conscious of where Irving is because he's consistent at getting the ball in the basket.
Lopez right side. Rebounded by the Nets.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while. And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. It's a 3-point game. Outside, KD. Wide open look. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Harden dishes to Irving. Harris outside. Over Middleton. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
The Bucks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Giannis outside. Pass to Lopez. He kicks it to Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Brooklyn trailing. Harden finds Harris. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant, and it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Harris. Now here's Griffin. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. It's rebounded by Portis. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And Forbes kicks to Teague. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
You know, there isn't a lot of time in between when Teague caught the ball and then when he let it fly. I mean, that was a great example of a quick catch and shoot.
Pass to Claxton. And there's the feed to Griffin. The pass to Tucker to the inside. Nice shot by Portis.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
It's Harden with the drive. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Bucks with possession here. And that does it for the first quarter. The Bucks on top, leading by 5. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face night in and night out.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first half.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Nora in at the small forward. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Good D by Jordan.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Bucks leading by 3. Here's T. There's the dish to Tucker. A 15-footer. And the Bucks miss again.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Teague. Count that one. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Man, I love the way Teague keeps his concentration, his focus, not allowing the defense to ruffle him at all.
Pass to Claxton. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific play.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Tucker, the pass to Teague. 13 feet away. Forbes can't get it to go.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Pass to Luwawu for 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Tucker kicks to Portis. Here's Forbes. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Clock at 6. Right side, Portis. The fadeaway. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here's Teague. Here is Forbes. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Good. And now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Forbes has got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
You know, that's really the biggest reason Forbes is out there, guys. Find space on the perimeter and knock down the 3-point shot.
Inside, here's Claxton in the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Portis, no good from 18. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Well, we know he's a magician on the court. That's all for now.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So for Brooklyn now, Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Griffin in at the 5 spot. That shot by Griffin, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Outside Irving. The shot from the low post is good. Irving's got 8.
Irving, excellent at converting with either hand. He's got a special talent for finishing in the lane.
Lopez outside. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. His 3-pointers off the mark. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Lopez with the block.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is. Well, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
3 points And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Nets trail by 3. And Griffin scores the assist from KD.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Now here's Middleton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Giannis kicks to Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Rhythm and timing so important in the game of hoops. Middleton using both on that pull-up jumper.
Here's Harden outside for KD. It's Durant on the wing. Good on the shot. KD's got 5.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's Middleton.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Now, here is Irving. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now, here is Harden. And it's good, 2 points. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
Whenever Harden sprints inside, man, I love it. Has so many ways he can finish near the basket.
Passes it to Middleton. Launches it. That one misses. The Nets go the other way with it. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harden can't hit. Milwaukee's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Harden. The shot's good from Griffin. 6 points for him.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. On its way from Irving for 2. Can't connect. Tie game in Milwaukee. And do not go away as we'll be. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. P.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Teague. And it's Nora in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Nora. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got his 4th assist in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
James Harden, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Stolen by Harden by himself. And Harden with the stuff.
Really good to see Harden get nasty on defense. He's got quick instincts and quick hands, and I like how he pilfers it on occasion.
Here is Forbes. Antetokounmpo finds Teague. It's hauled in by Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for the Nets, and an intentional foul right there. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Stolen by Tucker.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Both free throws good from Tucker.
You know, it's said that the only thing Tucker is more obsessed with than on-court success is his sneaker game. I heard that he literally has hundreds of pairs of sneakers.
He gets it in there.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here is Forbes. James Harden picking up that last basket. Kick out to Giannis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries again. Makes it off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 2.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now.
Exceptional strength. Harden is so smart at creating opportunities to get to the free throw line.
Free throw drops for Harden. And both free throws good for James Harden.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Holiday. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Green. Kevin Durant comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Now here's Jordan. Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic LU jam.
Hey, that's why you want an experienced veteran like DeAndre Jordan. That's a huge hoop from him.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. Back to Holiday. He dishes it to Lopez. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
When you have a reliable big man like Lopez who can get you buckets like that, it's really such an asset for a team.
Here's Irving. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
He hits both from the strike.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
The pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Antetokounmpo. Over Griffin. Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. To the paint. Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. No good from 11 feet. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Lobs it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Jordan coming up big. His name is Cole, and he ups the ante and delivers.
Now here is Holiday. Count it!
What an offensive force Holiday can be when he's going like this.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And here we go. A shot by Middleton. Wide open. That 3 off the mark. One-on-one here. Feeds it to Jordan. The rebound by Middleton.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Irving with the steal.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
The defense needs to be just as sharp, but it's not over yet.
Outside for Griffin. Back to Durant. To the inside. Jordan. Money!
Boy, at the rim, Jordan still, after all this time in the league, has the athleticism to get up and throw it down.
Holiday looking over the floor. It's in!
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Guys, your thoughts?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim. A tip in to tie the game. There's not enough time to get a catch and shoot.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jrue Holiday.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For